Hi, I'm Tom Stanhope, and this is Work in Progress, the show where we explore what it really takes to build a sustainable business. Each week, I'll be sharing honest conversations about the journey of growing a business. No guru speak, no overnight success stories, just real talk about what's working, what isn't, and how we can figure it out together. So grab a brew and let's get into today's episode. Hi, I'm Tom Stanhope, and this is Work in Progress, a show about embracing the journey of constant growth and development in business and in life. I realise that this is probably an episode that is going to be sort of rarely watched, but I really wanted to sort of frame this whole podcast, everything we're doing, with a little bit of thinking out loud about what this idea of work in progress means to me, to us. And it's something that's been on my mind, this idea of work in progress. It can often be quite a negative one. It's often something that's not finished, not quite good enough yet. But I come to realise over many, many years, over my 47 years of being on this planet, that kind of being work in progress, it's the natural state. It's the most natural state that we as humans can be in. It's never completed. You know, when's the last time you felt completely finished, felt completely done, in a sense that you've finished all the things you need to do? You've got everything exactly in order, all your ducks in a row. Never. I've never felt like that, and I've very rarely met anybody who has. In fact, I can't think of anybody who I've met who has it all figured out, who's got all of their pieces in place. And that's okay. It's not just okay, it's how it should be. It's brilliant. That is that constant sense of expansion and growth that we all should be living in, that we should all be embracing. That is what I love. I've been somebody who's been struggling with ideas of what it means to be me, an adult in 2025, 47 years old, late diagnosis ADHD, dealing with kind of a wonderful family, dealing with the practicalities of everyday life, dealing with just all the things that life throws at you, as well as growing my business Podforge. These things, they're not straightforward, and I'm not alone in this. So I wanted to share these ideas, this sense that we are all work in progress, through conversations with business owners at all different stages of their business life, from kind of people who are just starting out to people who are wildly successful, and get into that idea that we are not ever going to be done. We are always going to be moving forward, and as long as we are embracing that idea that we are developing and working on ourselves as part of a process of growth and forward motion, then I think that's okay. I feel like I'm constantly figuring things out. Some days I know I'm, as they say, smashing it. Other days I'm Googling stuff that I probably should know already, but that's okay. That's exactly how it should be. And this podcast exists because I think we need more honest conversations about that journey, not just the highlight reel stuff that you see on socials. The real stuff, the challenges, the doubts, the experiments that work, the ones that definitely don't. So each week we'll be sitting down with fascinating people who are doing really interesting things whilst very much being in progress. We'll talk about business, personal development, and the messy spaces where it all overlaps. Some of our guests will be well-known names. Others will be people quietly doing their own remarkable things, but they will all share one thing. They're embracing being unfinished. They're embracing being that work in progress. What I want to create with the podcast is more than just a space for kind of me to talk or interview people. It's a space where we can all feel comfortable grappling with that idea, where we can share our challenges, celebrate wins, and learn from each other's journeys. Because here's the thing, when we accept that we're all works in progress, magical stuff happens. We stop competing and with ourselves and start connecting and stop pretending that everything's perfect, and we can start growing honestly and enjoy the journey rather than always chasing that final destination. I think that is a big lesson that I've learnt, is that actually the now and the moment is a critical part of it, rather than having these big goals which you are relentlessly driving towards. Yeah, you've got to have the goals, but if you can enjoy that journey, enjoy that progress that you're taking towards that journey, then that's really what this is all about. It's what this conversation is about. So whether you're starting a business or growing one or trying to figure out your next steps, you're in the right place, because this show is all about embracing the journey, celebrating the progress, and being okay with not having it all figured out just yet. So come and join me and be works in progress together. Thanks for spending time with me today on Work in Progress. If you found this episode helpful, why not hit subscribe wherever you're listening? That way you won't miss next week's episode. And if you're feeling generous, a quick rating or review really helps other people find the show. You can also share this episode with someone you might think finds it useful. Sometimes the right conversation at the right time can make all the difference. Find me over on LinkedIn or Instagram to let me know your thoughts, or head over to podforge.co.uk, where we've got loads of resources to help you grow your business through content. Until next time, remember, we're all figuring this out as we go, and that's perfectly all right. Take care.